Hello and welcome. In this video, we will look at auto connection of schematic items, which is a new feature available with the 2022.4 release of Typhoon Hill Control Center. This feature was available in its beta version in the 2022.3 release of Typhoon Hill Control Center. Now, it is completely reworked and allows for many new types of connections, such as component to component, component to wire, terminal shorting, as well as a proximity-based connection mode. To perform an auto connection, you can select the desired items of the schematic, and either click the Automatically Connect Selected Items step option on the right-click menu or use the keyboard shortcut Control and Spacebar. When started, the auto connection algorithm will try to determine the intended connection based on the type, position, and number of unconnected terminals of every selected item. The command may be reissued several times and, if possible, new connections will be made in each step. Now, let's look at an example which demonstrates different ways that the Auto Connect function can be utilized to accelerate the process of creating models in the schematic editor. This example features a model of a grid-connected converter, which involves numerous components in various positions, requiring different types of connections. The model consists of a DC stage, a three-phase inverter, and the AC stage together with the AC grid. First, let's connect the DC side resistor in series with the current measurement. By selecting exactly two components, you can create series or parallel connections between them. As mentioned, this will be done by selecting the two components and opening the right-click menu and clicking on the Automatically Connect Selected Items step option. After that is done, we can connect the existing connection to the DC link voltage source. Now, let us connect the DC circuit to the inverter. For this and further connections, we will be using the keyboard shortcut. Once again, the shortcut is performed by pressing Ctrl and Spacebar while the desired items are selected. If required, the command can be reissued. We can see that an appropriate connection is created in case terminals of a component, in this case, the voltage source, are located between the terminals of another component, in this case, the three-phase inverter. To complete the DC side of our model, we will connect the DC link capacitor as well as the voltage measurement in parallel. Auto connection can connect component terminals to existing wires. We can do this by selecting wires facing both terminals of the components and performing auto connection. Now, let's move on to creating the AC stage. Several components may be connected in parallel or series at a time. By utilizing this feature, we can quickly create large portions of the AC stage in series. By selecting components in series for all three phases, along with the three-phase inverter and the three-pole contactor, we can create multiple phases by repeatedly issuing the command, all in a matter of a few seconds. Similar as before, let's connect the line voltage measurements. Short-circuiting of terminals is a useful complement when connecting to existing wires. After adding a filter in parallel, for example, the auto connection command can be repeated to short the opposite side. Let's complete the output LC filter by connecting the capacitor internal resistances to the appropriate phases. After that, we can connect the capacitors. By repeatedly issuing the command, we can create the neutral point for the bottom terminals of the capacitors. Similarly, let's connect the phase voltage measurements, shorting their bottom terminals. An odd number of terminals will be shorted at the center, and an even number will be shorted at the first terminal. Lastly, by fully utilizing the available functions of this feature, we can connect even more complex circuits. Here, we are switching from a strong to a weak grid, using the triple-pole double-throw contactor, with 6 terminals on its right side. The strong grid phase impedances should be connected to the first, third, and fifth terminals of the contactor, while the weak grid phase impedances should be connected to the second, fourth, and sixth terminals. Both strong and weak grid phase impedances should be connected to the three-phase voltages sources on their right side terminals. Auto connection allows for connecting terminals by proximity, which can be especially useful when we want to skip some component terminals. Trigger this by holding Ctrl and dragging components. When terminals are within range and ready for connection, they will turn red. Pressing spacebar at this point will confirm the connections. Using this feature in combination with connecting terminals to existing junctions will allow us to create this connection. Finally, let's connect the ground to the neutral terminal of the AC grid. We can see that the same concept applies to signal processing components. Additionally, connections can be created between the electrical and the signal processing part of the model. The feature allows for connecting one side of a component with many terminals to several components. Lastly, we can further clean up our schematic by replacing existing connections with tags. This can prevent overlapping lines and improve the overall clarity of the model. To perform this procedure, select the connections you wish to replace and either click the Replace Wires with Connection Tags option on the right-click menu or press the keyboard shortcut Shift and T. With this, all of the existing connections will be replaced. Go to Tags are created and connected to the intended output terminals of the existing connection, and from Tags are created and connected to the intended input terminals of the existing connection. In this tutorial we showed how, from the 2022.4 Typhoon Hill software release, you can use the auto connection function to streamline creating your hill models. Thank you for watching.